Well, guys, welcome to Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, July 15th, 2021, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment. The show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's REYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Netflix is giving a glimpse of the new film Fear Street Part 3, 1666. The streaming service shared a trailer for the horror film Wednesday featuring Kiana Madeira as Dina Johnson and Sarah Fier. The preview shows Dina, played by Madeira, go back to 1666 to learn the origins of Sarah Fier's curse on the town of Shadyside. In the past, she is caught up in a witch hunt that has deadly consequences for centuries to come. An official description reads, the origins of Sarah Fier's curse are finally revealed as history comes full circle on a night that changes the lives of Shadysiders forever. Ashlee Zuckerman, Jillian Jacobs, Sadie Sink, Olivia Scott Welch, and Benjamin Flores Jr. co-star. 1666 is the third and final installment of the Fear Street trilogy of films, following Fear Street Part 1, 1994, and Fear Street Part 2, 1978. The movies are based on the L.R. Stein book series and are directed by Lee Janik. 1666 premieres Friday on Netflix. Netflix has released the opening minutes of the animated film Trollhunters: Rise of the Titans that features a magical battle on board a subway. Duxie, voiced by Colin O'Donoghue, and Neri, voiced by Angel Lee of Wizards fame, are attacked by powerful forces in the clip released on Wednesday until they receive help from Jim, played by Emile Hirsch, Claire, played by Lexi Medrano, and Toby, played by Charlie Saxton. Trollhunters: Rise of the Titans is a crossover film that will conclude Del Toro and Netflix's Tales of Arcadia trilogy, which has included shows Trollhunters, Three Below, and Wizards. The film will be released on July 21st. Del Toro said on Twitter about the opening minutes credits, or trailers rather, a little action scene, 7 days, TikTok. Johanna Mate, Francisco Ruiz Velasco, and Andrew L. Schmidt are serving as directors based off a script by Mark Guggenheim, Dan Hagman, and Kevin Hagman. Co-stars include Kelsey Grammer, Alfred Molina, Stephen Yang, Nick Frost, Diego Luna, Tatiana Maslany, Cole Sand, Nick Offerman, Fred Tescatori, Brian Bless, Kate Bess, Peter Michael, James Hong, Tom Kenny, Angel Lee, Amy Landecker, Jonathan Hyde, B.B. Wood, Lorraine Newman, Gray Griffin, and Cheryl Hines. Loki will return for a second season on Disney+. The streaming service has renewed the series for Season 2, as seen in the Season 1 finale Tuesday. In the post-credits scenes in the finale, a case file was shown with the red stamp reading Loki will return in Season 2. The finale sets the stage for Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe of Madness, which opens in theaters in March 2022. Loki is based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, reprises his role in the series. Loki takes place after the events of the 2019 film Avengers Endgame. The series co-stars Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Wanumi Musaku, Eugene Cordero, Tara Strong, Owen Wilson, and Richard E. Grant. And a related story, Richard E. Grant discussed the costume he wore on Marvel's Loki and being a super fan of Barbra Streisand on Jimmy Kimmel Live, which was guest hosted by Arsenio Hall. Grant stars as classic Loki in the Disney Plus series and told Hall on Tuesday that he was seeking a muscle suit for the role. Grant says, I thought that I would look exactly like the Jack Kirby illustrations from the 1960s, and costume design said that I would be in the full muscle suit like in the 60s. Then I got there and I said, where's my muscle suit? And there was none. Grant also mentioned how secretive Marvel is with their shows and movies and how he can't give away any spoilers. The actor compared it to starring in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. He said about working on a Star Wars film there you have to be under Fort Knox level of security. You couldn't say anything. I wouldn't even tell my wife and daughter the name of the character that I was playing for fear that they would take my salary away or remove my kneecaps. Grant and Hall connected on being fans of Streisand and talked about how the actor owns a 3-foot tall sculpture of the singer's face that resides in his garden. Grant says he's been a dedicated fan of Streisand for 50 years and told her about the sculpture at a party. Grant says, she said, "No, you are crazy. I stand happily so." MTV announced on Wednesday that a new series of Cribs is coming next month. Cribs returns August 11th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on MTV. Cribs premiered in 2000 and brought cameras into celebrities' homes to show the viewers at home. Celebrities whose homes are featured in the new season include Ashlee Simpson and Evan Ross, Big Sean, JoJo Siwa, Martha Stewart, and more. Simpson and Ross married in 2014. They have 2 children together, 5-year-old daughter Jagger Snow and newborn son Ziggy Blue. Simpson has a 12-year-old son, Bronx, with her first marriage to Pete Wentz. An international edition of Cribs premiered its second season August 2nd. The season includes the homes of Kenya Moore, Tyson Fury, Jason Oppenheim, Todrick Hall, and more. In its original 19 seasons, Cribs featured homes of Moby, Mariah Carey, Hulk Hogan, Jewel, and more. Ananda Lewis and Suchin Park narrated past episodes of Cribs. MTV did not announce a new narrator. Cribs spin-offs also aired on CMT. MTV also aired Teen Cribs for Young Stars. Short-form Crib episodes aired on Snapchat in 2017. The new season of Cribs returns to its 30-minute episode format. Netflix is giving a glimpse of Outer Banks Season 2. The streaming service shared a trailer for the season Wednesday featuring Chase Stokes and Madeline Klein as John B. and Sarah Cameron. The preview shows John, played by Stokes, and Sarah, played by Klein, on the run as fugitives in the Bahamas. The pair appears to be lost at sea in the Season 1 finale after John was accused of a murder he didn't commit. John says in the trailer, "My old man used to tell me it's best to never say you hit rock bottom. Trust me, you can't always go lower." Meanwhile, Kira, played by Madison Bailey, Pop, played by Jonathan Davis, and JJ, played by Rudy Pankow, tried to claim the treasure back home in the Outer Banks. John and Sarah eventually reunite with the group. Netflix shared a teaser trailer for Season 2 in June. Series creator Josh Pat, and Sharon Burke said at the time, Season 2 is going to test our crew like never before. We turned up the dial on everything fans love about Season 1, more mystery, more romance, and higher stakes. It's a full-throttle, action-packed adventure, and these photos offer a glimpse into the next chapter for our Pogues. All we can say for now is buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Outer Banks follows a group of teens known as the Pogues, living in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Season 2 premieres July 30th on Netflix. Jennifer Carpenter will be reprising her role as Deb on Showtime's upcoming Dexter Revival. Entertainment Weekly has confirmed through a source that Carpenter is returning. The actress portrayed Deb, the adopted sister of Michael C. Hall's Dexter, who died during the series finale in 2013. TV Line also confirmed Carpenter's casting. John Lithgow, who is also returning to reprise his role as the Trinity Killer, said during a recent interview with Deadline that he was happy to work with the Dexter cast again, including Carpenter. Lithgow said about how his dead character could come back. As all Dexter fans know, we saw the end of the Trinity Killer, so that by definition means it's a flashback. He continued while mentioning showrunner Clive Phillips, who is returning for the revival. It's just so wonderful to rejoin that gang, including Michael and Jennifer Carpenter and Clyde Phillips. The original Dexter ran for 8 seasons from 2006 to 2013. The series follows a blood splatter analyst from the Miami Police Department who is secretly a serial killer that targets others like him. The revival, set to arrive in this fall, follows Dexter as he has taken on a new identity in a small, snowy town. An appeals court ordered for Joe Exotic of Netflix series Tiger King fame to be resentenced on Wednesday after he appealed his 22-year prison sentence as too long. Exotic was born Joseph Maldonado Passage, was sentenced to 264 months imprisonment in January 2020 when a court found him guilty of 21 charges, most stemming from wildlife charges concerning his care for big cats that he've held in captivity. Two of the charges were connected to his murder-for-hire plot to kill animal rights activist Carole Baskin. The Oklahoma zookeeper appealed his murder-for-hire convictions on the grounds that the court erred in allowing Baskin to attend the entire trial proceedings, despite being a listed government witness, and that the count failed to group his two murder-for-hire plot charges together, causing him to incur a lengthier sentence. The three appeals panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit in Denver, Colorado, in a court document filed Wednesday, said it affirms Maldonado Passage's conviction and that the court acted with its discretion by allowing Baskin to witness the entire trial. However, it did err by not grouping the two for murder-for-hire convictions together. The judge says we affirm the conviction but vacated the sentence and remand for resentencing. The court agreed that with Maldonado Passage that the two charges should have been grouped together as they involve the same victim with the common criminal objective of her murder. Maldonado Passage sought to fame as the eccentric titular character on the Netflix series that aired in 2020 about his Oklahoma Big Cat Zoo and his murder-for-hire plot. The court described the conflict between Maldonado Passage and Baskin as a rivalry made in heaven, and testified after she sued the zookeeper and won copyright and trademark infringement. Maldonado Passage retaliated mostly online with threats, but then he began plotting her death and had twice within a few weeks to hire men, one of whom was an undercover FBI agent, to kill her. ESPN will chronicle the 1986 World Series champions, the New York Mets, as part of a 30 for 30 documentary titled Once Upon a Time in Queens. On September 14th and 15th, the company said. ESPN first announced the four-part documentary in July 2020, but confirmed the premiere date this week. In April, ESPN tweeted photos of several players from the team who participated in the documentary, including Darryl Strawberry, Keith Hernandez, Dwight Gooden, Lenny Dykstra, Bob Ojeda, Wacky Backman, and Mookie Wilson. Last summer, ESPN said the documentary chronicles one of baseball's most dominant and iconoclastic teams, whose legendary World Series comeback was merely the climax of an epic tale of ambition and swagger set in a city that was synonymous with excess. The 1986 Mets entered the season on a streak of 12 years without a postseason appearance. They went on to win a franchise-best 108 regular season games and beat the Boston Red Sox in the World Series. Hernandez said in a trailer released Monday, "We were a team that wasn't going to get stepped on anymore." The Mets beat the Houston Astros in the 1986 National League Championship Series. Then they fell an 0-2 hole against the Red Sox. They responded with 4 wins in the final 5 games of the series to win the title. Mets infielder Ray Knight earned the World Series MVP honors. Knight hit 391 with a home run, 5 RBIs, and 4 runs scored in the series. Mets pitcher Rick Aguilera, Ron Darling, Roger McDowell, and Ojeda each picked up a win for the series. Strawberry hit a team-high 27 home runs with 93 RBIs and 28 stolen bases in the regular season. Catcher, the late Gary Carter, hit 24 home runs with the team's best 105 RBIs. Backman and Hernandez hit 320 and 310 respectively in the regular season. Ojeda went 18/5 with a 2.57 ERA in 32 appearances. Gooden went 17/6 with a 2.84 ERA. The 1986 Mets won the National League East by 21.5 games over the second-place Philadelphia Phillies. Jimmy Kimmel is listed as an executive producer for the documentary. Spice Girls singer Emma Bunton has married her longtime partner. The 45-year-old recording artist recently married Jade Jones, her partner of 21 years. Bunton shared a photo from her wedding Tuesday on Instagram. The picture shows Bunton and Jones posing underneath a floral altar. Bunton captioned the post, "Mr. and Mrs. Jones at Timsey, David Corquette at Christian Vermaak." Bunton's Spice Girls bandmates Victoria Beckham, Melanie Chisholm, and Melanie Brown were among those to congratulate the couple in the comments. Bunton and Jones got engaged in 2011 ahead of the birth of their second child. The couple have 2 children, son Bose 13 and Tate 10. Bunton shared a tribute to Jones on Instagram while celebrating Father's Day in June. Bunton says, "The one and only at J. Jones DMG, the epitome of a dad. Thank you for always putting us first. You are our world and our rock. Cool, strong, funny, and good at everything. We love you more than anything. Pop star Olivia Rodrigo visited the White House on Wednesday to promote the COVID-19 vaccine for young Americans. Rodrigo gave a press conference during her visit and toured the West Wing before meeting with President Joe Biden and Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Disease. Rodrigo says it's important to have conversations with friends and family members, encouraging all communities to get vaccinated and actually get to a vaccination site. Which you can do more easily than ever before, given how many sites we have and how easy it is to find them at vaccination.gov. The singer will be recording videos that urge young people to get vaccinated. The video will be uploaded to both Rodrigo and the White House's social media channels in the future. Rodrigo released her debut album titled Sour in May. The project contains 11 tracks, including the hit single Driver's License. Rodrigo also stars in High School Musical, the series on Disney+. Billy Bragg has announced a new album on October 8th titled The Million Things That Never Happened and released the project's first single, I Will Be Your Shield, on Wednesday. Bragg uploaded a music video for I Will Be Your Shield to his official YouTube channel. The clip is taken from an upcoming concert experience that will be streamed in September and feature Bragg playing the song on stage with his band. I'll Be Your Shield is available to stream on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Deezer. Bragg said in a statement about the song, "To me, I Will Be Your Shield is the heart and soul of the album. I've come to the conclusion that empathy is the currency of music. That our job as songwriters is to help people come to terms with their feelings by offering them examples of how others may have dealt with a situation similar to that in which listeners find themselves." He continued, "After what we've been all through, the idea of being a shield, physically, emotionally, psychologically, resonates beyond the pandemic." Bragg last released the EP Bridges, Not Walls in 2017. Limited edition vinyl versions of The Million Things That Never Happened will be available for Bragg's official store. The concert experience will be streamed through Stable on September 9th. Fans who pre-ordered the album will receive discount tickets for the concert experience. Ashlee Monroe is going public with her blood cancer diagnosis. The 34-year-old country music singer said in an Instagram post Tuesday that she was recently diagnosed with Waldenstrom macroglobulinemia, a rare form of blood cancer. Monroe shared the news alongside a slideshow of photos featuring her husband, John Danks, her 3-year-old son, Dalton, her pistol and bandmates Miranda Lambert and Angelina Presley, and others' loved ones. In her post, Monroe said she learned she was anemic after some routine lab work. After her red blood cells count kept failing, Monroe underwent a bone marrow biopsy that showed that she had a type of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Monroe says, "It's causing my body to be pretty severely anemic, and I feel it, so I started chemo tomorrow." Seems like such a negative thing to say until I flip that doom feeling on its head and think, wow, I'm very thankful I have an illness that's very live with able. I'm thankful that there's a treatment that actually works to fight what is causing harm to my body. Thankful for my friends and family who have gathered around me and praying and sending flowers and letting me lean on them during this super weird chapter of my life. Thankful to my angel son. Who am I fighting for the most? Monroe says that she was hesitant to post about her diagnosis, but said she could use the prayers from fans. She said, "I do believe in the power of prayer, guys. I also believe in the power of love, healing us all on an even deeper level. I love you all big. Here I go." Little Big Town's Karen Fairchild and Kimberly Chapman were among those to voice their support for Monroe in the comments. Monroe released her 5th studio album, Rose Gold, in April. She also performs with Lambert and Presley as the country music group Pistol Annies. And finally, BTS gave their television performance of the new song Permission to Dance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The South Korean boy band performed the track on Tuesday inside an empty mall that was filled with purple, pink, and white balloons. BTS pulled out a number of highly choreographed dance moves and were later joined by a large group of backup dancers. Permission to Dance appears on BTS's CD single For Butter. BTS recently released a music video for the song that takes place inside a small southwestern town and features everyday people dancing. BTS also chatted with Fallon virtually, where members Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, and V confirm or deny a number of common rumors about the group. Jimin discussed his original stage name and how he almost went by Baby J. Jimin says, so I had both Baby J and Baby G as an option, but when I thought about it, hi, I'm Baby J, that sounded really weird. So I just decided to go with my real name. BTS will be back on The Tonight Show Wednesday to perform Butter. And that is your entertainment report for Thursday, July 15th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.